I'm starting a new review series on my channel that I'm pretty excited about. In this new review series, I'm going to be watching all of the movies in a single franchise that I haven't seen before. The twist is that not only am I watching all of the movies for the first time, I'm going to be watching all of the movies for the first time at the same time. Whether there are 4 or 8 sequels in the franchise, I'm going to be watching all of them at once on different screens. I'm calling this simply Every Movie at Once. Oh, my thing turned off. Every Movie at Once, or Extreme Binging. The first film that I'm watching is the Grudge series, all of the American films, 1 through 4. I'm skipping the Japanese versions, mainly just because in this setup I cannot deal with reading subtitles. The audio alone is going to be bad enough. So in a moment, you're going to see me set up all of the TVs. I'm going to put them all at the same volume, and I'm going to press play all at the same time. Ish. And I'm going to do my best to review / comprehend / summarize what the hell I just watched. So without further ado, let me set up all of my TVs behind me. Okay, so I now have the Grudge 1, the Grudge 2, the Grudge 3, and the Grudge 4 all ready to go. This was terrible to set up, and I'm sure I'm going in and out of focus, but without further ado, let's begin. I will see you at the halfway point.
Oh, parents are
They all have the same beginning music, which is kind of unsettling. This one looks the best, by far. Yeah, the audio on this is just an absolute clusterfuck. I can't. There's 4 people talking at the same time. 5 if you include me. Oh god. Okay, someone's already died in one of them. And, no, 2 people have died. We're in the first minute. There are 2 deaths. I'm concerned about her. I think that's going to be a 3rd death. So far, the child is fine. The child is pretty good. I've already lost track of which one is which. Oh, there's a spirit in that one. I don't know who that child is, but I assume I'm supposed to know based on the other 2 movies. But he has not been introduced yet. I think this one's a flashback. I don't know who these characters are. I don't know who she is. I've just accepted the fact that I'm going to be saying the wrong names throughout this. I believe her name is Kayako. I really should have looked this up before I started watching. Oh, that kid's going to die. Okay, that's 4 deaths already. I'm less than 5 minutes in, and that's 4 deaths. I'm not going to be doing commentary the whole time. I'm going to really try to focus in. So I'm going to probably do a time lapse right about now. Okay, as you can see, all the movies are on their end credits now. So I'm gonna put all these TVs away and go back to my usual setup, and then I will try to break down and comprehend what the hell I just watched. Okay, so that was an absolute mess. Within minutes, I was already starting to forget which TV was playing which movie. Within 5 minutes, I had just completely given up on trying to even track new characters. I had to focus on one individual movie's audio if I wanted to try to even follow the plot along at all. Within about 20 minutes, I was stressed, overwhelmed, and I was getting a bit of a headache. It was an absolute mess, just an absolute clusterfuck of visuals, audio, and Japanese ghost women. Something really interesting about watching all of the movies at once was the fact that I would see main characters disappear in later movies that were technically happening after, but I was watching them before, or no, I think I was technically happening before, but I was watching them at the same, whatever. What I'm trying to say is the fact that different characters, such as Sarah Michelle Gellar's character, would not be in sequels, so I could pretty much guess that she would be dying at some point soon. The scares were also pretty repetitive across the movies. It's everything you know, even if you haven't seen the Grudge movies. We have the same music cues, creepy meows, the little boy popping out from random places, Kayako herself popping out, the hair in the tub, the hair in the ceiling, the floating hair in general, fingers on the back of your head when you're in the shower, It was also pretty interesting to see how these movies would follow more or less the same structure, to the point where the exact same scenes were happening at the exact same time, such as two people investigating, or two people walking and talking in a park, or a scary jump scare scene in someone's bedroom, all happening at the same time within different movies. In terms of each movie, I'll try my best to review them. Take these reviews with a grain of salt, as again, I watched these all at once. Number 1 was the best. It was the most similar to the original Ju-on. It had the best setting, the best scares. It stayed contained to the fewest amount of characters in basically the same house. I could follow it the best. I would recommend this one. Number 2 was the second most enjoyable. I found my eyes gravitating to this one often. It was cheesy, but it was fun. It had some enjoyable variations on the classic scares. I would recommend this if you like The Grudge and you were drunk. Number 3 was an absolute mess. It was boring, I didn't like the characters, the scares were cheap and cheap looking. It overall looked like a straight to DVD movie, which it probably was. I'm glad I only watched this one out of the corner of my eye. I do not recommend it. Number 4 is the one that definitely looks the best. I can appreciate the director going in a different direction from the repetitive other entries in this franchise. It was gorier, the ghosts were reimagined, and it had a different structure to it. That being said, this one also felt the most all over the place. I almost want to watch this one again normally, but at the same time I suspect it would be just as all over the place on one TV. I do not recommend this. And that is my first entry in the Every Movie at Once series. If you like this video idea, please consider subscribing down below. I had a lot of fun making it, and I plan to make some more in the future. As well, leave a like, leave a comment letting me know if you liked or disliked this new video idea, if you have any suggestions on how I could tweak the format a bit to make it even better, or if you have any suggestions for different franchises that I could watch next in this format. Right now I'm kind of deciding between either Twilight or Transformers, neither of which I've seen before, but I am open to suggestions for other movies. Anyways, that is the first video. I need to go take a very long nap. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.